TIFU by buying a Clone-A-Willy for my girlfriend's bday gift long post, TLDR at the bottom. TIFU because my naive heart thought buying a Clone-A-Willy kit would somehow result in a thoughtful, personalized gift for my girlfriend's birthday. I'd like to start off by saying that I describe myself as somewhat of a realist. Would any reputable dildo maker trying to make a dime want to mass-produce my dude? No chance. But proud of my average buddy, I am. Sure. I can link the chain of events that snowballed into this unfortunate moment back to that fateful day our friends, my girlfriend, and I were planning her upcoming birthday. We're a crude group of folks, so without fail the conversation about what we should buy her started with big old dildos, and ended up with the classic suggestion of a certain popular DIY molding kit. We were all laughing and joking of course, but when the day came for me to sit down and order her actual gifts, I couldn't stop thinking about what her response was when it came up that day. Amidst the noise of the crowd and the laughter, my love looked up at me and said, "Do it." "You won't do it." She wasn't being serious, but then again when I felt like I just needed one more gift I thought, you know what? By God I will do it. I did my research. With most anything you'll find online there will be mixed reviews, and it seemed like the worst ratings were overridden by the best ones. All of which reassured me that if I just took my time and followed the exact steps everything will be just fine. I played it safe and ordered extra molding powder just in case. Her birthday came around, I showed her the molding kit, we laughed, it went back in the closet, and weeks passed. I had all but forgotten it even existed until yesterday morning when I received an email from the company asking how I liked it. It was a rainy Saturday with nothing to do, so I mean, what else could be better than shoving your junk into a tube full of some cool alginate stuff to memorialize yourself forever? I read and reread the instructions and ventured off alone with my supplies into the bathroom to make greatness happen. You don't really think about what all needs to happen in order to successfully pull off a task like this until you are in it. All of a sudden, there you are, stark naked holding yourself with one hand, a tube in the other, and surrounded by a bunch of material that needs to be mixed perfectly in sync and at the right temperature, etc. First try was a flop, so thank God I bought extra supplies. Everything about the whole process left me the opposite of excited, and it was very hard, unlike I was at that moment, to apparently stay in the mood for the 2 minutes it requires. I thought I did an okay job but knew I wanted a redo, but with company this time. I cleaned up in the shower and recruited some help for round 2. I read it's so much better having a sexy helper who can focus on the lab experiment steps while you just focus on yourself. Makes sense. Yet again, it was very difficult to stay in the mood while looking the love of your life in the face as goop is dripping down your legs and all over the floor, but I gave it the old college try and closed my eyes and thought happy thoughts for a couple of minutes. The mold seemed okay, but it was really hard to tell. We poured the silicone mix into the tubes and walked away from it to cure overnight. I woke up this morning and shuffled off to the bathroom to see the fruits of my labor, only to find that I now have not just one, but 2 fully to scale and highly detailed replicas of my flaccid dude. She's still sleeping and hasn't seen them yet, and I don't know about y'all, but something tells me that no one would appreciate such a gift. I left them on the sink for a nice morning surprise, but I feel like TIFU. TLDR. I bought a Clone-A-Willy kit for my GF's bday and accidentally made 2 unimpressive clones of my flaccid dude. Now you have bookends. Congrats. Have a laugh about it. Revel in the absurdity. Find an art project, glue on some googly eyes? And have another laugh. I mean, I kinda wanna see that TBH. I've never seen a flaccid dildo before, especially like something that will be realistic. Stick them together at the base of the shafts and make a double-ended disappointment. Sounds like you've got new Christmas ornaments. Plot twist. Appa's going to edit this post to explain that the flaccid dude clones are 8 inches, and this entire post turns into one big flex. Worst case, it's a hilarious story to share between the two of you. Viagra for the next go. My last GF mentioned doing that when we were in that hot and heavy period. I'm glad I didn't go for it after reading this. Plus, that's gotta be a weird thing for her to keep or toss after the relationship expires. The idea of the Clone-A-Willy kit is great, but it can be hard to pull off. We did one together and the second attempt was pretty decent. The vibrator stopped working pretty quickly and it's pretty rigid hard as far as didlos go. It has served its purpose though and still gets used from time to time. If at first you don't succeed, try again, haha. Oh hey, she's got nice earplugs now. On the bright side, you are one of the few guys who can get 2 clone bones out of one kit. I thought this post was going to have a TSDF, too short didn't fit, flare. That's not so bad. Some girls love to play with flaccid members. Wiggle it around, make it bounce etc. lol. These kits actually work amazingly if you can keep a boner. Made one with an ex, came out awesome, super detailed and was kinda fun in a weird way to make. Also great for the post-breakup anger, chopping your ex's dick into pieces. I would laugh my ass off if someone gave these to me. I've got a bunch of alginate and plaster of Paris from doing something with it decades ago, and my housemate couldn't come up with an idea of what to get his secret Santa, so I suggested he makes a cock statue. Now just like Op he was struggling, but unlike Op's sexy helper, I wasn't inclined to help matters. Somehow all he managed was to get the head of his cock in, or he's got a very short cock, I dunno, so the idea would have been out the window, but I salvaged it with an alteration to the plan, and set the plaster with a screw pointing out so that it was now a doorknob. You can just call it a penis. Thank you for making high-quality packers for trans guys, we need more volunteers like you. We need photos.